Welcome back to World Coins Explorer, your ultimate destination for exploring fascinating coins from around the world. In today's episode, we dive into the story of a well-known but often overlooked coin from the United States, the 1973 Jefferson Nickel, also known as the 5 cents coin. At first glance, it might seem like a simple American coin, but once you uncover its design, historical roots, and subtle varieties, you'll discover why it deserves a place in every collector's box. This video will take you through everything: its history, design, metal composition, current value, and fun facts. So let's begin this exciting journey into one of America's most iconic coins, the 1973 Jefferson Nickel. The Jefferson Nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. By 1973, the design had already been in circulation for 35 years, but it remained one of the most recognizable and widely used coins in the United States. The year 1973 was part of the Cold War era, a time when the U.S. was expanding its influence globally and solidifying its internal economy. This nickel carried not only monetary value, but also national symbolism. Millions of these coins were produced for general circulation, making them accessible yet historically rich. The obverse front of the 1973 Jefferson Nickel displays a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, created by sculptor Felix Schlag, whose initials FS are visible under Jefferson's ponytail. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust" on the left, "Liberty" in the year 1973 on the right. The design captures Jefferson with a sense of dignity and calm strength, representing his influential role in American history. It's interesting to note that this portrait stayed in use until 2004, making it one of the longest-running U.S. coin designs. Despite being a common coin, the Jefferson Nickel reminds Americans of one of their founding fathers with every transaction. On the reverse back of the coin, we see the famous image of Monticello, Jefferson's architectural masterpiece and residence in Virginia. Above the building is the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many one," symbolizing the unity of the American states. Below Monticello, the word Monticello is inscribed, along with 5 cents and United States of America. The design of Monticello reflects Jefferson's personal passion for classical architecture and Enlightenment ideals. This reverse design has remained largely unchanged for decades, serving as a symbol of Jefferson's enduring legacy and his contributions to both governance and the arts. The 1973 Jefferson Nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters with a plain, smooth edge. These nickels were minted in 3 major facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. Collectors should look for the mint mark next to Monticello on the reverse. While most 1973 nickels are common, proof coins from San Francisco and high-grade uncirculated pieces from Philadelphia and Denver can carry modest premiums. Be sure to check for any rare die errors or double dies, as these can add value for collectors. As of now, most circulated 1973 Jefferson nickels are still worth face value, 5 cents. However, coins in mint state, MS-65 or above, or with unique features, can be worth more, usually $1 to $5, with some proof coins selling for higher prices, especially if certified by NGC or PCGS. The San Francisco proof version of this coin, minted for collectors only, is popular for its mirror-like finish. Error coins such as off-center strikes or full steps on Monticello, sharp, visible architectural lines, are particularly desirable. If you have a clean, shiny, well-struck 1973 nickel, it might just be worth getting it graded and added to your portfolio. Did you know that Felix Schlag, the designer of the Jefferson Nickel, originally included a different Monticello design, but it was later modified by the U.S. Mint? Also, the initials FS only began appearing on nickels starting in 1966, more than 2 decades after the design was introduced. Another fun fact is that the Jefferson Nickel is the only circulating coin to feature a president's home instead of a national building or symbol. While millions of these coins are still in use, finding one in pristine condition with no scratches, discoloration, or damage can be surprisingly difficult, making it a treasure for observant collectors. To wrap up, the 1973 Jefferson Nickel may be small in size and common in circulation, but it holds an enormous amount of history and symbolism. From its bold design and political meaning to its role in American coinage history, this coin stands as a tribute to one of the most brilliant minds of the American Revolution.